Merci beaucoup.
Stan, not the result you wanted today, but what can you tell us about the atmosphere and the crowd support on Simone Mathieu?
Yeah, it was amazing, more than what I could expect and what I could dream of. Finishing with so much support, so much love from the people. It was exactly the reason why I kept playing for so long.
Hi, Stan.
Hi.
Stan, the last few days we've been speaking to so many of the players about you, and pretty much everyone's like fanboying over you to a crazy extent. And I'm just wondering for you, were you aware of the kind of impact you had on players who are 10 years younger, 15 years younger, and has any of it taken you by surprise, the amount of tributes that you're getting this year?
Yeah, of course, I'm always surprised to, like I said, to receive so much love, so much support from other players or from the fans or from tournaments in general, of course. But you know, I've been on tour for more than 20 years. For me, when I was young, my dream was to be a tennis player, professional tennis player, to be in the top 100, to have an opportunity to play those tournaments. But I never expected to achieve so big in the tennis. But I never put any limit in my career. I always wanted more. I always work hard to get more, push myself, push my own limits, and try to find my own way to get there. So I'm happy and proud of what I achieved all those years. Of course, today was really tough. It's never easy to say goodbye to something you love so much, and you dedicate all your life for it. So of course it was and it will be difficult to leave Roland-Garros.
Stan, congratulations and profound thank you for the great achievement and contribution you've made to the world of sports and tennis. During your golden years, 2014, 2015, 2016, you were probably the most feared player of the great four. In retrospect, do you think that you were aware of creating tennis history at that time, or was it just the pure love for the game that kept you going from success to success? Thank you.
No, for me was the pure love and pure passion and pure dream of myself to keep pushing myself. Like I said, for me, I never put as a goal to be number one or to win slams. For me, my goal as a child, when I started playing, when I wanted to be doing tennis for my life was to be top 100, to be able to play the Grand Slam, to be able to play the big tournaments. But again, so I've always been passionate about tennis, about the life on tour. I think it's when we are there, it's such an amazing life to travel the world, playing the biggest tournaments in the world, and to have this opportunity to play in front of so many fans, so many people. So yeah, I never saw myself about thinking about, so I'm trying to make history in tennis, or trying to reach certain level, or to break certain to win slams and things like that. For me, it was always about myself. How can I be a better tennis player? How can I push myself? I can push my own limits. How can I start to beat the big four? Because that was them that we needed to beat to win the biggest tournament.
I think most people, when they think of you, particularly here, will think back to the match you played in the final against Novak and the level that you reached that day. Have you ever watched it back? And I just wonder what the feelings were like when you were producing tennis of that level to beat the dominant player of the era.
I never watched it full, that's for sure. I watch it some highlight, of course, to make myself happy about my tennis, my game. Sometimes I watch to think maybe I can do that again, but unfortunately it's not that easy. But you know, when it doesn't matter which level you are and where you are in your career, but when you're into it, you need to live in the momentum. So you need to do the best you can into the momentum. So that time for me, I wasn't thinking, oh, wow, amazing, I'm playing so well, or this is special and all. I was really into focusing on trying to beat the number one at the time, the best player ever to play the sport in a Grand Slam final in French Open, Roland-Garros, something that I probably watched every single final before that. So it was a special moment. But in the same time, I knew when I was playing and when I entered the court that I had everything to beat him. I knew where was my level. I had the confidence in my brain, in my physical aspect, and my tennis game to achieve that.
Because of that match in 2015, and obviously you've won slams elsewhere, but has this felt like a home tournament for you? Like, is this one of the most emotional places you're going to have to say goodbye to this year?
Yeah, it's probably at the top, yes, of course. For many reasons, not only because 2015, but that's the only junior tournament I played also, and I won. I grew up watching Roland-Garros. I'm from Switzerland, from the French part, and the dream that time of the year is to come back from school and to put France television and to watch all night, all day until late. And as a kid, I just enjoyed that so much. So I was watching at the time Spanish Armada. They were amazing players. I've grew up playing on clay. Until 2003 or 2004, I was playing only on clay tournament all year long because I was also playing in Spain a lot. So, of course, for me, French Open is always going to be completely different than the other tournaments.
Congratulations for all your career.
Thank you.
If you will have a son and you will have to tell him one phrase saying, I've been able to do this, what will you tell him? And will you regret that there was another Swiss who was doing something more than you before?
First, I always did everything in my career to have zero regret, even if you can always find some small regret. And I think when I arrived on tour and Roger was there, for me, I took that as a big opportunity, a real chance as a young player from Swiss, being able to share the court, the practice, to share knowledge, to learn from the best player. He was number one, he was already at the top. And then we had the chance to play Davis Cup, to play Olympic, because of him also have a gold medal, have Olympic. So if I look the way I see things in general, I'm someone who's normally really positive. So I always look the positive side of everything. And for me, it was an amazing chance and opportunity to be able to arrive on tour and to spend 20 years with Roger up there.